Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are you? Hope everything is good, going well for you. We are going to look into Lisa Marie Presley. So, if you had been with us on Dueling Tarot a couple weeks ago, mid January, I would say 2023, then you would know we looked into it and the passing of Lisa Marie looked kind of shady. Just gonna say that. Allegedly. For entertainment purposes, tarot card readings, you know. And so I thought, let's look into what we can find out. Take a little deep dive into it. I'm bringing out the Crow Tarot. I don't usually work with this deck. I like the Oracle better, but so let's see what we can find out about her passing. I'll let you know what these say. If you can't read them in a minute, I want to pull some extra. And we'll pull these. Okay, so what do we have up here? Oh, there's some things I have not yet stuck in my memory banks, such as the puppet. Oh, it's a puppet. Man, that looks like an O. Interesting. Here it says puppet. Manipulation, brainwashing, having control over somebody. And then we have the moth is about transformation. We have the chalice. This is about abundance. This is celebrations, dreams or aspirations yet to be achieved. We have the spider is about strong and powerful female energies, carefully designing one's life. And the iceberg, there's obstacles, hidden emotions, problems may be bigger than you think. You know, there's all this stuff underneath the surface of an iceberg. Wow, okay. That first one again, manipulation, brainwashing. Okay. So when we look here in the center of this all, we have wrath. Wrath to be had in strength. So there's, just gonna say, in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment purposes, this doesn't really feel like natural. In the past, we have, there's this idea that we have preparation going on. And the Four of Swords, that can be rest. That can also be another card for Muerto. So preparing for Muerto in the past, we have this idea that we're going to overcome you, or we're bringing our wrath to you. And then this is the outcome here with the freedom, liberation, the world, her cycle is complete. Going to start back over on her journey. So the overriding concern about her passing is somebody's self-interest, and we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can be fighting for what's right, or Knight of Swords can also be problem solving, taking care of an issue, and Swords is about thoughts and ideas, taking a care about what she could be saying, sharing, and I think some of us are aware that there was a certain type of trial going on, and she was perhaps going to testify. That didn't happen as far as I know. And this is interesting because underlying energy, we have insight and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is bringing down the secrets and bringing some insight into this situation, which apparently we're stopping that insight coming. This unspoken fear here about what direction something could be headed in terms of if secrets are brought out. This is our concern. We cannot have something change the direction of where we're going should these secrets be going out. Something could derail us if a secret comes out. Not good. Interesting. It doesn't feel, with this, it doesn't feel like this was a widely held conference of agreeance. I don't even know if that's a word. There's this idea that there's some teamwork behind this. So it's not one acting alone, but not everybody's on board with this with the Knight of Wands. You know, not everybody's on board with this idea of what I would say, in my opinion, what I'm seeing here, of hastening her journey to the other side. We have the High Priestess here, along with Anomaly when it comes to the driving ambition. Not going along with the game plan. You're not a part of the team. You're not focused on our common goal. There's things that you can share that would hold a lot of weight. We're not on board with that. We're not on board with that. And this is interesting here. There's this idea of distracting from her passing, distracting from the idea of why she passed, and perhaps focusing it on this idea that it's a mom with a broken heart. I'm just saying, this is like too weird. This is not like what I'm seeing of like, oh, this is just, you know, time's up. She's just ready to go to the other side, completed her journey. Nope, not seeing that. So hold on, I want to get some clarifiers. Okay, I got my clarifiers. As you know, I love these, and I believe the shop on Etsy has restocked these. So if you were looking for ones that are similar to what I have, it's Eye of the Beholder. I don't know if it, I don't see her name here. I believe it's Eye of the Beholder with it, perhaps an 8 in there somewhere in the name. I want to get some additional. So in terms of you're not a part of our group anymore, you're an outlier, you're bringing things that we can't have you bringing, we have the, what do you call that thing? Hourglass. Time is of the essence. Time is running out. You're getting ready to expose something we are not interested in you exposing. We have the Shark. She's unseen danger. She's unseen danger. And we have the coffee mug. Waking up and smelling the coffee, realizing that she perhaps poses a danger, a risk to things that we do not want exposed, the secrets. let's look into this teamwork card with the Nine of Wands. Oh, this popped up. We'll go with it. Again, I don't know why I leave these in here. But we have air signs is something, perhaps whoever's involved. We have the travel suitcase, somebody traveling to make this happen. We have the bird in hand, appreciating what you have. Interesting. That's coming through as there's some element like of watching. Okay. We have good luck. And then 26 of sun is good fortune. Good fortune, good luck. We have her in sight. Somebody's traveled to help her along to the other side. Let's look at this distraction here. There's cover here. This is a cover story with whatever we want to say, like, because we have the umbrella covering, oh, broken heart, you know, all that kind of stuff. Scissors, something that needs to be cut out. We have the lips, open mouth, choosing your words carefully. So the story that we're, I don't know if this story's being fed. I think that the stories I've seen is like, oh, she never had a chance because, you know, Elvis, he was gone so early and she saw him and all the stuff. And, you know, her son's passing is sad and terrible. And I can't imagine having to go through that. And I think that's where we're using this as our distraction for why the cover story. That's how I'm going to call it, allegedly. Entertainment purposes. Let's see what we can find out about these secrets. Okay, so it's again, there's a time issue happening here. Tick, 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 the alarm's going to sound. We need to make sure we have to stop anything from happening. We have the cactus having their guard up. We have to protect our secrets. And we have the crown, sacred higher consciousness, crown chakra, divinity. Interesting. Got to protect the king. Which is weird, really weird, because you all know what this case is about and who is at the center of the case. And in my mind, that dude, he has like no standing. Like, who even, like, he's not like a leading man, in my opinion. Like, he's not like a big kahuna, unless he's a big kahuna in this group that seems to be, you know, a part of all of this and that trial. Yeah. Let's see. Curious here with our insight. This is the underlying energy. We have a maple leaf, a horse, and the genie granting a wish. Interesting, a genie granting a wish. Make a wish. Wish wisely. We have the horse. Travel, power. Good Lord. And the maple leaf, shedding the old. So then that makes me wonder, like, so if you had watched her funeral at Graceland, there was gospel singers. There was a group that was singing songs that the Stamps did, religious songs, you know. And so then I think it's been a thing where I've never seen it like confirmed. Didn't seem, you correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments that it was confirmed that she had left, you know, that group that starts with an S that likes to go after people. Anyhow, there's been various things said about her participation currently about it. The last ex-husband said that she was using tactics, fair game, that group uses in terms of, I don't know, bringing up roadblocks in terms of their divorce and custody and whatnot. And then there's other scuttlebutt, I guess we can say, that she was not a part of the group anymore. But she had been, and she had been like a member that people really liked. And the rumor too was that regarding this trial that she was, I guess, a confidant to one of the people that was going to be testifying against DM in the trial. So I want to see, was she a part of this group? Was she still a part of the group? Let's pull these off here. Running out of room. Seven of Swords. The way this comes across to me, in the past, big member, you know, one of their shining stars, you know, look at her, she's one of our, you know, prized, almost like a possession, look who we got for our group. There's this idea that she's a part of it. Underlying, though, it's like this, there's this heartbreak and total collapse with the Tower card. And it's almost like seeing the truth of, you know, what all these things that were told in the past, not being able to speak up, and perhaps wanting to use the knowledge and information divined through this group against them. Yeah, this is like, there was some idea, we've set some goals, we've figured out, like, we're using their strategies against them, using their ideas against them. This is, yeah, this, okay, so I'm going to say, like, I don't know what the former, or what the formal getting out of the group would look like. I think with, now, take this with a big ass grain of salt. You know, watching Housewives of Salt Lake City, and Whitney was getting, leaving the church, Mormon church, and she had to get like a notarized letter to get out, like officially get out, I guess, so they'd stop taking their tithe or whatever. And so I don't know if that's similar idea to that S church, perhaps. So, doesn't look good. We'll leave it at that. Now, in regards, other things I'm wondering about. What is this relationship that Lisa Marie had with Fergie? I guess she said, or someone said, that they met back in 2010. And they commiserated over their exes. They met when Lisa Marie lived in Sussex. So I want to see, like, was this like a legit friendship, or is it just like Fergie's like eager to show up just anywhere? We're going to do Lisa Marie on the left, Fergie on the right. Excuse me? Okay, my opinion. I'm not saying this is like the bestest of friends. I'm just going to say I do not think this is the bestest of friends. I think I do see here it's like we're coming together. We're both commiserating over, you know, these bad relationships or relationships that didn't work out. Trying to find a way to commiserate with someone who understands it. However, more on Fergie's side here, there's this idea that there's this opportunity, connection that can be made that it would be beneficial. And with Lisa Marie's side, it's kind of like she was kind of keeping to herself, and I think she's also has like side eyes. Like she always struck me as someone who's like always like vigilant when she's paying attention to who's coming into her life. So I think she knew, keep your eyes out on this one. In between, it's like there's this idea, we're exchanging ideas with each other, there's some gossip going on, you know, let me tell you about this one, oh, I'll tell you about that one. But there's this idea that between them, there's a little sneakiness. This is not like a true love bond. This is not like, oh, this is like my sister from another mister. Not that. There's this idea that perhaps there's something to be gained from either side. We're working together and seeing if there's mutual help that could be helped together. But it's like, Three of Swords, heartbreak. Come on. So this relationship, okay. Fergie, you need to stop. Okay. Ugh. Cling her on everywhere you go. Cling her on. Here's a question. Remember, I don't know if you remember, back in the day, there was, when I used to watch Oprah before we knew about her demonic ways. Oprah went to Graceland and she sat down, and of course Gail's there. Stedman must have been at home, you know, doing whatever Stedman does at home. And they're there, and then Oprah brings up, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that Lisa Marie and Oprah were distantly related. Like Oprah had done a family tree, found out she was distantly related, like some type of distant cousin. So why wasn't Oprah at the funeral? Hello? That's your distant cousin. That'd be a great opportunity. We got the Duchess of York over there. She's not going to miss an event, and I don't know, Oprah doesn't have too many big events to attend lately that I've seen. So why wasn't Oprah at Lisa Marie's funeral? Unless they were saying, we don't want you here. Excuse me, stop. She's a persona non grata. That relationship is done. That would be a whole nother video to see why this whole relationship took a dump. Person non grata, it looks like she was trying to get in there. There's this idea of like, oh my gosh, this is so sad, and you know, I want to be there, and like sending in messages right away. Oh, my condolences, let me sign it with a big O. Here's my condolence letter. I'd like to come and pay my respects. And it's kind of like, no, that's rebuffed. And like, oh, would it be okay if I came and did an exclusive remote location feature for TV? No. yeah, this is like, oh, could I give you something? This is all like she wanted to do this for her to get some big type of get. But the secrets about her, she'd already been excommunicated from the Presley Island. So, cousin or not, distant, you're not invited, Oprah. They know you for your snaky ways, and you weren't going to profit off of that. Mm. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Last I want to look into what was up with Lisa Marie Presley's relationship with her half brother, Navarone. So I think he put up an Instagram post and essentially saying we weren't close, but R.I.P. And then Priscilla at the funeral made a point to point out that Navarone was at the funeral along with the rest of the family. This is the way I heard it. So what's up? I know there was a big age gap. There's a big age gap between me and my sister, but I'm well aware of her life. I'm a part of her life. She's a part of my life. So what's going on here with Lisa Marie and Navarone? Why are we making such a point to bring this guy out? Everybody pay attention to him. Seems that there's this idea that we're hoping that, oh, look, we can have this relationship. She doesn't really seem interested in it. To her, this relationship, for whatever reason, is a burden. She's made a decision that if he wants a relationship with me, he can work for it. I already got my life going ahead. I don't really, need to invest in another relationship here. She didn't want a relationship with him at all. Let's pull out these cards. Let's see. Why doesn't she want a relationship with him? Interesting. So we have Night, Soar, Scavenge, Displacement, Gifts. Kind of sees him, I guess, like an interloper. I don't know why that is. He didn't have any choice in, being born. But there's this idea that he's an interloper and he's kind of taken her position. And she's not into that. So let's see what's up with gifts then. Come back here. You are an errant little flyer. We have the bells, wedding bells, I believe. Yep, there's because of this wedding, this marriage. Okay. Some idea here between dreams and, the stars. There's this idea because of the marriage or the relationship that Priscilla had with whoever Navarone's dad is, that he came in and could perhaps reap rewards of her dad's legacy without having to have had the burden of living as his child and everything, the worldwide attention, the focus, the all of it. So I don't know if, and somehow she thought he was going to benefit, and that's what she didn't like, the idea that he could benefit. So it's almost, she's very guarded in terms of like, nope, I don't want anything to do with you. No, thank you. So, alrighty then. Not interested. She's not interested. Interesting, she comes up as hermit. I think we saw that in another spread. There's this idea she's just kind of keeps to herself. Her circle's tight, which is weird with Sarah Ferguson. You know what I'm saying here. Last, let's look into her relationship with Priscilla. We'll do Lisa Marie and we'll do Priscilla here. And if you haven't yet, join me in the Moon Moth Manor. Get other videos I can't share here. You might enjoy them. Alright, Lisa Marie, Priscilla. So it's an interesting relationship where it seems like Lisa Marie is over here and in a way kind of feeling, I don't know why she's necessarily feeling this, but feeling like she's you know, the token to fortune. I guess in a way Priscilla was divorced from Elvis when he passed, and Lisa would have been the heir, but Priscilla took over. Maybe that's part of this idea here. Trying to find this balance, but feeling like there's a lot of but for Lisa, Priscilla wouldn't to be in her position, and feeling that there's a lot of drama that's coming along with her, and there's a lot of emotional baggage happening here. So it's weird, like I'm protective of my dad's legacy, and then there's ideas about I'm not really like your biggest fan, about how you've treated me or things you said to me, da da da. So drama there. We get over here on Priscilla's side. There's the idea here of I'm the mom, what I say goes, I'm in control, I want to preserve family legacies here, what I say goes. Again, there is a definite idea that she is worried about her daughter, like that's a constant, that she was constantly worried about Lisa, and that they have this like connection, deep connection, or she feels they have a deep connection. I'm not seeing any hearts over here, so I'm not saying that Lisa didn't love her mom, but difficult relationship. So let me then see what ideas, let's do it how we did before. No, let's do it different. Let's do it this way. I'm going to do two different decks this way. What did Priscilla, what are Priscilla's thoughts on Lisa's passing? What does she think happened? Interesting. Again, that Lover's card about how they see each other, or how Priscilla sees Lisa Marie in their relationship. This here, where we have trying to balance. Now, this could be taken in terms of thinking that perhaps there was some type of past addiction problems that are the reason for the passing. Interesting, though, is that there's an overriding concern here with the church. Oh my. Oh no. N-O. Make it stop. Okay. We have the worker bee. The worker bee is doing a lot of work here. Let me make sure there's nothing else. Hard work, productivity, good communication with peers, taking action on a project. There's this idea that there's some work. Excuse my tummy if you hear it. It's grumbling. There's this idea that there's a lot of work that's going into finding the balance here. So it's almost like her mind's kind of not sure what's going on. The same thing here, though. There's the Hermit card for Lisa Marie again, and we have Scourge. Scourge, discipline, punishment, extreme suffering, subjugation, shame, brutality. And we have the Tower with the Eye. Omniscience, knowledge, vigilance, honesty, bearing witness. She was going to be a witness. So there's some idea about that. We have the driving ambition here. So we have the Magician seeking to do something. Entanglement with the octopus. I think she knows, allegedly, for entertainment purposes. I think Priscilla knows. We have the Church here. This can also be sometimes an eyes wide shut type card, which we know the S group is very much like an eyes wide shut group. Material gain. The Church is seeking to hold on to their material possessions. We have the Devil with the Lighthouse. And strength to weather a storm. Didn't she have something like that? A storm song? I don't know. Spiritual growth, something to help you navigate through troubled water. So she was going to be key. She was going to be key. We have 33, the door, opportunity. There's choices. There's justices on, like, we're worried about the justice coming down the pike, and she had a choice to make about how she was going to be moving forward. We have ringing the bell over the star. A warning. There is a warning to the star. Dude. I'm going to say allegedly, she knows. She knows full and well. There's a rat card here. Traitor. Mama's a traitor. Traitor. This was Mama's card for her relationship with Lisa. Traitor. I can't anymore. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. Horrible. But it's all alleged for entertainment purposes. It's just a tarot card reading. So with that, thanks for watching, and go cleanse yourself. And with that, I'll see you next time. Adios.